romantic.
Yeah.
You know, when we got this recipe, I couldn't resist because, first of all, because it came from somebody who works here. Again, you know, this is like a family show today.
Right.
Gina is the person who makes us look gorgeous on these programs, and she said, my Nana makes a cake called Nana's Love Cake. So here's Nana.
Yes.
Nana is Nana Cersosimo. Cersosimo. And actually, you're from McKees Rocks.
Oh, yes,
And
definitely.
your family had a store there for years?
Yes, since 1929. And we
Wow.
closed it in 1985.
Is that right? Yeah. See, I just missed that. I got here in 1985, but
Oh.
you know that was part of what made Pittsburgh so special,
yes,
and that is
all the little
little
stores.
stores and people who brought with them their family values
Right.
and culture,
Right,
and
right.
and then shared that with everybody. So
Right.
you're going to share a little bit of your family values and culture. Now, how many of these cakes do you think you've made, Nana?
Well, I've
Maybe
been making them since over 25 years.
for 25 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
For every
So.
occasion,
Picnic,
funeral,
every funeral,
picnic.
Yeah,
every
sipping a
party.
couple,
Yeah.
maybe 1,000 or
Yeah.
so, a couple of thousand. So it actually has a couple of parts, and it's got that little magic going on because it has not cream cheese, ricotta
Ricotta
cheese
cheese.
in the cake, and the cake cooks and separates and makes like different layers.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful and tasty cake. So let's get started
Okay.
with the first part of this, which is
Make the ricotta.
right. Okay.
Okay. You need 2 pounds of ricotta.
So okay. Well, we can just work in that pan.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. 2 pounds of ricotta.
Right.
And 3/4 cups of sugar.
Okay, here's the
Okay.
sugar.
Okay. Put that together.
Yeah, it's all measured out.
4 eggs.
Now, anything I can do, you just tell me.
Oh,
If you
okay.
need me to start mixing it, or or
1.
She has a
I do
ton
it
of
the old-
grandkids, so what she
Oh,
does
yes.
is she's used to telling people what to do and how to cook.
That's right.
That's how we learn.
That's how you learned how to cook, Gina.
That's how we learn,
Oh,
yeah.
they all know how to make the Italian wedding cake, the 7 fishes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they
You
all,
do the feast of the
all my
seven fishes?
granddaughters. Oh,
The
yes.
wedding soup.
Wedding soup, yes. Okay. And a teaspoon of vanilla.
Oh,
Just
there
it
it
is
is.
right
Yes,
here.
that's
Okay,
a
Gina, you want
teaspoon
to
of
throw that
vanilla.
in?
Okay.
Okay, and you mix that all together.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Why should I? When we have the master here, the master mixer.
Oh, yeah. But you have to remember, I'm a little short, so I use it on my table where I can
Reach.
Right.
reach
Yeah, it's
better.
a little easier
Yes.
to work down. So you said you have a lot of grandchildren. How many grandchildren do you
I
have?
have 7 grandchildren,
Oh my.
10 great-grandchildren, and 5 adopted grandchildren.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I can't get this
Here,
in
want me to do it?
Yeah, here, Gina.
Okay, I know you're
Yeah,
short.
I know what you mean about the adopted grandchildren. In my family, when I was growing up, we had all these people who they weren't formally adopted, but they became part of our family. And so people would say, how many people in your family? I would go, like 12. And they would go, gee, you only have 2 brothers and sisters. Yeah, I know, but then there's,
there's all the
this
other ones.
person and that person and
Yeah.
and so on.
I'm very fortunate.
Yes.
I have a lot of grandchildren. And-
You think they might be watching now? They think
Oh,
that we
oh,
watching
yes.
Nana make this cake?
Oh, I think so. My daughter works in intensive care at the hospital. She's got them all watching it at the hospital.
At the hospital, hooked up to life support and making
And,
so that's the mixture. And
Yeah, I
that's
have
what
to
you.
have the refrigerator.
Okay, so
while we're
that
doing the
should
other
chill
stuff.
while
Yes.
you're making the rest of the cake. Okay.
Okay.
So now what's the next part?
Okay, the cake mix.
All right.
Okay.
Whoops. So we should.
Make it according to the box.
All right. So we're gonna make. This is the. You said you like to use the deluxe.
Yes.
Moist deluxe,
Fudge
and this is a
marble.
marble cake. So we're going to put that in here.
Okay. And then we have to.
And then we have to have.
according to the box.
We have to have 3 eggs, and a cup and a quarter of water and some oil.
You're right.
So, and we'll mix that all together.
Okay. You have it.
No, we're just gonna. We're putting it together. We have all of those ingredients over there. Well, I have the water. We can. This milk comes
No,
in
that's
later.
for the-
that's
that's
for the
for the
thing.
icing.
Okay, yeah.
That's
So
for
we
the
need a
Here's
cup
3 eggs.
Okay.
and okay. If you put
And
those
oil.
eggs in there,
Okay.
Karina.
Want me to do it now?
Okay.
You
Yeah,
okay?
you can arrange
You
it.
okay?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Put it in.
And the water
Okay.
and the oil.
Okay.
Come behind you.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we mix that for 2 minutes.
All right. The oil. Just the way it says on the
Just
box.
the way it says on the box. It's exactly
just-
what it says. Oh, we should have preheated the oven.
Oh,
Yeah.
the oven is preheated.
It's heated.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So.
And we mix that for about 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's nice. Then we have to save a cup of that to
Right.
mix with the cocoa.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
So we put it in the pan. I mean, we'll take out a cup and then
And put it in there. All right.
Okay.
So now, as always, you know, we're going to sort of make believe that we've gotten a lot farther than we have, because there's a topping for this cake, right?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All right. So show me how to make the topping.
The okay. We need.
I'll just
is
run
the
this.
bowl?
Yeah, we can use that for the topping.
Okay. No, we have to have a mixer
Oh, you have to use a mixer?
to make the pudding.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you have to make the pudding like you would eat it.
Oh, okay. You make the.
consistency of the pudding.
All right. I'm gonna actually do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna use a whisk.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
that's
the
good.
machine.
That's good.
Gene, if you just hand me that whisk,
Yep.
because this is the way I used to make pudding.
Yeah.
Okay,
My
so you
arms
got to
can't
make
take
the.
that anymore. And a cup of cold milk.
That's what we got here.
Okay, now you mix that all together.
All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to get.
Actually, one of the things I used to love when I was little was pudding that my mother would make. It was the kind that you had to cook,
Oh yeah, that's the best.
and it was such a treat. That's the kind of desserts that we used to have. We'd have some Jell-O at night, or we'd have some pudding at night, or we'd have a very simple cake. And so many of the recipes that people sent in were those kinds of simple cakes that you could make really with a few ingredients, just butter, sugar,
all.
flour,
That's all.
a little baking powder or baking soda for leavening, and those were the simple pleasures that we
Yeah,
enjoyed.
that's all.
You didn't have to have something from the store. We didn't go out to buy a lot of stuff.
My mother never used cake mix. She used to buy the box. Remember the cake mix and the flour?
Right?
And that's what
Cake
they
flour,
used.
right? The
Yes,
nice-
not this. you
Yeah.
know. Okay, let's see how that is, Chris.
That's getting. That's
Yeah.
good.
Getting there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
So actually, this is a little bit thicker than if you were going to make pudding.
Yes.
In other words, you've used less milk than it says
Yes.
on the box.
It has to be a
Right.
little thicker.
Right. So
Because
this.
you have to put all this Cool Whip in there.
Right.
You have to put it through there. Okay.
Okay.
Gina, you want to
Okay,
do
you want me
that?
to scoop that in?
You want to scoop
Sure.
that in and a little bit at a time?
You
Okay.
can use that.
I can use this one.
Well, I have another spatula back
Okay.
here.
Okay.
You get a nice. How about
That
this
off.
one with an orange?
Perfect.
You can spoon that in.
All right, this is
Mix it
nice
all.
and smooth
Yep.
now.
Okay. Now we have to take out a cup.
Okay.
Okay. You have a little thing we can put
Yep,
a
it's
cup
right
in?
there. The cup's right there.
But if we use that little bowl, the little white bowl.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we
Let
could
me
use
use that
that.
because
Oh,
that's where we'll mix.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good. That's good. We'll
right.
take a cup.
We'll just take a cup of this.
There we go. That's it.
There we go.
Good. Now I'll mix this in there.
And there's a little spoon right underneath you where you are.
Okay.
Here,
Can you use
this.
that? Yeah, you can use one of those
I'm going to
spoons.
use one of these now.
Now, Chris, we can put that into the pan. Just in here.
I want to see you. What you got here?
It's a little.
Always use
hard
a
to
bigger
mix.
bowl, right?
Yeah. It's all right. We'll make do. How's that?
Oh yeah.
Seems
Okay,
like get it.
this
It's a
is
little
good.
sloppy though, but
It's all
we'll
right.
get it.
We'll get it all mixed up. So this is how to you use that for the marbling. Of
Yes.
It. Yeah.
Yes. This is the marbling.
Now, Gina, you finished that up. That is that would have to be chilled again to
Yes.
make it nice and
Right,
firm.
yeah.
Right.
Before you go to.
Put it on the cake.
it on top of the
cake.
cake.
has to be 100% cold,
Oh
Right.
yes, definitely.
or it will
It's
melt.
just hard to mix like this. I'm trying, Chris.
Yeah, no, I think you're doing a great job. So now, do you live near enough to see your grandchildren, or
Yes.
some of them are?
Oh yeah. The
everybody
only one
moved-
far
families have
away
moved
is
away.
my youngest daughter.
Uh-huh.
She lives in Bentleyville.
It's hardly far, but to her it's
But to
far.
me, that's far because I can't see her every day. Where I see all my other grandchildren every day.
We all
you
live
know.
pretty close.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I say, they're all learning to do keep the old traditions.
Yeah.
Do you want the pan? Do you want the?
Yes, we have to put that in there. now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now, Do I just pour this into
Just
the pan?
pour that into the pan. You have a it was a spatula.
You want to use
Oh,
this
no.
one?
No, you
There's
can't
another one
use that.
behind you, Gina, in
can't
that
use
first
that.
drawer.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Spatulas are us.
Oh, I love spatulas. I can't work without them.
You know, they have these new ones now that they don't even burn. You know,
Yeah.
you used to get all my spatulas had little curved edges.
Now we'll just take this and we'll start scooping it like this.
It's so funny when we plan our picnics at the next picnic. We plan our next picnic at the
At the
picnic.
picnic
You know
that
how
you're-
you
yeah,
do that?
right.
And we don't even think twice. We just know she's going to be making this. She's right off the list. She usually makes the main course and then this.
Now, what do you make for a main course at a picnic? What do
Oh,
you
it
like?
depends on the
usually-
picnic.
Hot sausage with peppers and tomatoes, or chicken, or we make baked lasagna or something, you know. And then this is sloppy, but it doesn't come out that way. And I make my zucchini squares. That's another big thing they love.
Zucchini
Yeah.
squares.
Oh, they love those. Oh, that's a big one. Even
No,
the
like you say,
little ones.
cucuts.
Gugoots, yeah.
But okay, no, that's
Okay.
good enough for now.
take that.
You have a butter knife?
Yep, I think it's in here, right?
Right in there.
There you go.
Then all you do is marble it.
See, when I was trying to make this cake, I was being so delicate about marbling it. I thought, you know,
Don't
that.
have to be delicate.
No, you just give it a couple of stirs, right? It
I
gets
don't
it all.
have time to be delicate. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, now we get the ricotta.
Here's the ricotta. Want to get it? Want me to give you a spoon to scoop that in?
Yeah, we need a big spoon.
Okay.
How about a ladle? Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Okay.
great.
Is this
Put all
good?
these things here, okay?
That's right.
Here you go.
Put it here.
Okay. Then you take your ricotta and you pour it on top of it. Like that.
Well, you just lay it on top,
Yeah?
but it doesn't end up there, does it?
No, it gets on the bottom then. Lands up on the bottom.
This is the part I don't understand about this cake. That I thought that you, you sort of had to plop it in and
No.
get it to the bottom, but it goes by itself.
It goes by
It
itself
bakes
while it's
to the
cooking.
bottom, right?
Yeah. All right.
You have to use all of it.
This is a fun part for the little ones to
Yeah,
do.
they love to do
They
this.
love to do this. It ends up everywhere and it splats and
Well, so then this goes into
A 350 oven.
right.
Now, it says an hour, but I'm going to tell you, I start checking it at 55 minutes because I
Doesn't
don't
always
like to
take- yeah.
overcook it.
Right.
And then I use my cake tester, and if it comes out just a little wet, I
Mm-hmm.
take it out because then it cooks in the pan again, you know?
Well, you
Okay.
brought one that's already cooked
Okay.
Yeah.
and
Take that.
cooled. So
Yeah.
we're going to put this one in the oven. Oh, that's a little heavy.
It weighs about 5 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot of cake.
Okay,
Okay.
then we icing it. Okay.
And then you've made some icing that is also chilled.
Yes, this is all chilled already.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
do you have another? Let me grab
Oh,
it.
sure.
This one? Big one?
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good.
that's a big one. That's a good one.
You can
And
hurt
you have-
somebody with
Yeah,
that
really.
spatula. Yeah.
And you have to use all of it, Chris.
Uh-huh.
You have to use the whole thing.
No use being stingy at this point.
Yeah.
No, you can't be stingy.
Could we put a plate out here? Because I know I got to have a taste of this. Yeah.
It's hard to work with this big one, but I'm not used to that, you know.
We're challenging you here, Nana.
Yeah, I know you are.
Can you cook in this kitchen?
It's funny when you have a kitchen, you know just what you can use and what you make certain things in all the time.
Yeah. Certain pans, certain
Okay.
utensils.
Oh, boy.
Whoop.
Wait,
Oop.
Here you go then.
thank you. Oh, you should see the mess I make when I'm home.
Yeah, but then you could just stick your finger in your mouth and
Yeah.
At home, yeah.
yeah, at home, sure. You know, we're not. You could do it here too, Nana.
No, that's okay.
We're just cooking. I told you. Nana was pretty nervous about coming on the
Yes,
show.
I
She
was.
was.
And for somebody who's made this cake 1,000 times,
Right.
you'd think like, what are you nervous about? But I know how it is.
And you can garnish it with, you want fresh strawberries sliced or something, you know, garnish it the way you want.
Right.
Okay, that's
Okay.
it.
Here, I'll take that and then put that over here.
And I have a little. I'm gonna cut this. Down like this.
Forks out of here.
And we have this little,
Cake.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
have one of those. They're wonderful.
you know, this is one of those utensils. It looks so simple, and it becomes an important part of your life. You know, I think this is from Pampered Chef. Actually,
Yes,
you know,
it
it's
is.
just
Yes,
it's
it
one of
is.
those things that does the job so extremely well. All right, I'm going to try to get this piece out. Ooh, look at that! You're right. All the cheese is on the bottom. There's a whole layer of cheese. And then there's the cake, the marbled cake, and then the icing. Look at that. Did you ever get a good look at that? Oh, my word. How about that cake, folks? What do you think of that? All right, now.
I hope you all get to taste it.
Yeah, they'll get to
But
taste
the
it.
thing about it is, Nana, it's not good unless it tastes good, is it?
That's right.
So I'm going to have to give this a taste on behalf of everybody else.
It's not a sweet cake.
No, which I love because I'm
It's
not
not
really
sweet.
for overly sweet things. But it's like a little bit of cheesecake, a little bit of regular cake, and then the frosting is actually like it's not like frosting because it's not hard and thick. It's really soft.
You can use this
creamy.
frosting in the summer, like for a summer cake. It's nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nana and Gina. Gina, thank you for telling us about your Nana.
You're welcome.
And Nana, thank you for coming on
Thank
and
you. Nice meeting
teaching
you.
us about this wonderful cake. You know, we'd love to have you be able to make this cake at home. You can get the cookbook C is for Cake with Nana's recipe and over 100 more terrific family treasures when you call and make your pledge to WQED. And here's how you do it. Thank you, Nana.